Hey now, y'all, good to see everybody after a really fun Wednesday night flight. We had a great time last night. Special guest Rod Brooks. Hope you guys all caught that. If you didn't, it's always available on the archives on YouTube, on our page. You can go and pull it off my Twitter feed. You can pull it off anywhere. But anyway, we had a great time last night. Tony, I feel like I want to start the show today and say what Paulie Walnuts on The Sopranos used to say every time he'd be like walking into the Bada Bing or whatever, walking to a pork store. This is what he used to go. He'd say, "What do you hear? What do you say?" Stuff like that. What do you hear? What do you say? So I'm saying that to all of y'all in the PMP community. What do you hear? What do you say? James Lazzotti, John Joseph, NorCal Refrigeration, Dom Peralta, Candlestick Kid, my main man Rags in Jersey, Marcel Pantaleon, Escobar the third, not the second, Tony, not Junior. The freaking third, Escobar the third. Can't wait to hang with him on 826. We'll go back into that today, too. More information on how to get tickets.
Real quick, I want to thank Escobar because he sent in an email of Bone Thugs and Harmony doing with Phil Collins the song Take Me Home. Or Home. So I just want to say thank you for that. If we can get to that later, either today or tomorrow, Paulie, it's worth the watch. We can't watch all of it because of the restrictions on YouTube. We could watch about a good out of 16 to 18 second chunks as we navigate the YouTube waters.
Navigate those waters. You know, you just triggered something in my head too. I got a really nice email in the show email box from Scarlet Fire, the newly married Scarlet Fire, Bonnie. Bonnie, if you're out there, I don't see you on the board right now, although you might be. I can't see. I only see a little percentage at a time. But if you're out there, Bonnie, do me a favor. Excuse me. Check that. Email into the official show email box. Email your phone number so I can find you this weekend at the shows. I would love to hang and watch a few songs. Absolutely. And the only thing I'm kind of uptight about, Tony, and this is why I don't want to say anything until Saturday, because I don't know what to expect walking in. And just for the record, I have a GA ticket. I'm not in VIP or anything. I'm going to be out there with everybody. So
did I hear that doors open at 2:30?
Well, the music starts at 4, my man. Billy String, and I love that because it reminds me of the old Grateful Dead summer tours when they would start in the sunlight, and then when they came out for the second set, it would be a night show. So we're going back to that vibe. I think Billy Strings tomorrow starts his set at 4 o'clock, and I'm hearing that the Dead go on between 6 and 6:30. So, yeah, and they have a hard curfew, I hear. I think it's like a 10:30 curfew or 10 p.m., something like that. So everything is skewing early. But I like that, Tony. I like daytime shows, outdoors. Golden Gate Park. And again, you know what's going to rule about these shows at the Polo Field, Tony? I'll be smelling eucalyptus the whole time. Those trees in Golden Gate Park. And I love that smell.
Yeah, it's great. Also, that means they're giving Billy Strings and Sturgill Simpson and Trey Anastasio Band a good, healthy chunk of an opening set.
Well, I mean, that's how it is in the scene. Yeah. You don't come up and do like a 30-minute set, dude. These songs got to breathe. Each song could open up into a 10, 15-minute bonanza, you know?
By the way, Paulie, I got a great text today, and I want to ask you this right out of the gates before we get to Carlos De La Fuente and Dr. Matt Young and the Young Dental Group to give them some love, our sponsorships. We love our sponsors. But, Paulie, can you name the last time the Grateful Dead, not offshoots, not members of, but the Grateful Dead, can you remember the last time they played inside Golden Gate Park as the Grateful Dead?
Yes, I can. I know exactly when it happened. It was, I'll give you the date if you need it. Get a pen and jot it down. 11/3/91. 11/3/91. And the reason for that was actually a very kind of heavy occasion because that was their memorial show to Bill Graham. Because Bill Graham passed away a couple of weeks prior to that. So they put this unbelievable gig on with the Grateful Dead headlining. Neil Young was there. Journey was there. They got back together with Steve Perry that day. He played. Yep. All the people that Bill Graham helped and touched along the way, especially the Bay Area folks. Santana was there. Robin Williams did stand up that day. But previous to that, they had played in Golden Gate Park in the 70s. They did a free show in 75. Famously, they did a free show. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get to, because even in 91, I guess technically they weren't labeled as the Grateful Dead. It was, but it's technically, I don't know if that's true, Paulie. You would know more than I, of course. But 75, September 28th, 75 was when in Lindley Meadow, Golden Gate Park, was when Jerry, Bobby, Phil, Mickey, Billy, Keith, and Donna all got together and that was a free show as well, I assume?
I believe it was. Yes, free show. Yeah.
So we're talking September 28th, 75 since the last time all the original Grateful Dead was in Golden Gate Park. This is legendary stuff happening this weekend, man. And I'm very excited for you to be there. And I don't know what my future holds. It depends on my son.
I'd like to see you there Sunday. I'm just saying, I'd like to see you there on Sunday. I think a lot of people would.
I agree. I would like to see myself,
especially because after those first two nights, Sunday. The saying on the street is never miss a Sunday show. Right, Sundays are always like the big night. And by the way, I saw. I think I just saw Will Sparks go flying by.
Yeah.
On the comments line. Shout out Bill Graham. Will, you know what's up, man? Because that's one of the promoters of the. Previous promoters of the High Sierra Music Festival. Yeah, Will and his wife, Rebecca. Phenomenal. And I know you had a run-in with Rebecca up in Tahoe. The lovely Rebecca Sparks, man.
I was just going to say, I ran into Rebecca on the beach at Meeks Bay a few days ago. We're rapping, and she was the executive producer of High Sierra Music Festival for 30 years. This was her first year of not running the festival. And fingers crossed, man, because that festival is kind of on it's hanging by a thread. So hopefully next year they get more support. And I heard this year's festival was really good, but we got to keep getting back out to Quincy and supporting the arts, Paulie. High Sierra Music Festival.
Yeah, Quincy, dude. Shout out to Quincy, Mass, too. Not a neighborhood you really want to be hanging around in. A little neighborhood outside of Boston, Quincy. Any mass holes out there? You guys know what I'm talking. Yeah, I'm from effing Quincy. What are you gonna do? What are you looking at? You know what I mean? Everybody you go to Quincy, you better be ready to have a hand-to-hand combat, dude, because everybody wants to fight you. Where are you from? You don't belong here. This is Quincy. This is Quincy. Yeah, dude, Quincy. And there's a North Quincy too. Don't sleep on North Quincy. Each of them are equally dangerous. Yes, go ahead, T.
I need more Boston Paulie. That's good,
dude. Yeah. What are you looking at? You think you're better than me? You think everyone's got a chip on their shoulder right there? What are you doing? You think you're better than me?
The question for you though is Santarpio's near Quincy?
No, Santarpio's is East Boston.
East of Boston.
East. In fact, I would throw this out there, man. Now the city has changed a lot. I haven't lived up there in a long time, but right. I would wager a guess to say that Quincy is more dangerous than East Boston. East Boston, that place, Santarpio's, legendary pizza place in Boston, that's where the freaking late Whitey Bulger used to eat his pizza, dude. Yeah. Yeah. From The Departed, Jack Nicholson, that character, he used to eat his pizza at Santarpio's. Fact.
Dude, I've been there, Paulie, and I want to thank Kevin Euclid, the former Boston Red Sox. Long story, but anyhow, I became friends with Kevin and his wife, Julie. Julie is Tom Brady's sister. Tom Brady's sister is the one who introduced me to my wife. Anyways, we went to visit them in Boston. He's like, I got to take you to the best pizza spot that I've been to maybe in my time in Boston. And he took us to this place. And then, dude, they have pepper juice at Santarpio's that you dunk.
Yes.
They give you like one of those old, like faded plastic cups, and it's full of pepper juice. And then they tell you to get just a cheese pizza and dunk the slice of cheese pizza in the pepper juice.
Correct. Yeah, no, it's out of hand. And you know what else I love about Santarpio's? It's so Boston that they have on their wall framed. I actually took a picture of this. They have a framed photo of Mike Eruzione, the captain of the 1980 hockey team, U.S. Olympic hockey team that beat Russia. They beat the Soviets. And he was the captain. He scored the winning goal against the Soviets. And they got a picture of him, dude, with his gold medal and his arms up. I'm like, I know I'm in Boston when Mike Eruzione is framed on the wall. And he played his college hockey at BU. Go Terriers. Yeah, there it is, dude. Oh, you're going to kill me with this. Dude, we got to get Neil Donardi to Santarpio's just to get like his – dude. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I don't even know what that is. By the way, that dish right there, no idea what I'm looking at. No clue.
It looks like ham hocks, you know?
I don't think they serve ham hocks.
I don't know, man, but they just and look at that, just no frills. Little of that. It's like it's like side paneling and a black and orange sign. By the way, Giants colors. Yeah, shout out. But this place, Santarpio's, Neil Donardi would love this place, and I'm sure that he already knows about it. I'm sure. Yeah. But anyways, I don't even know how we got on the Santarpio. Oh, we were talking about Boston.
Hey, and Stevie B, real quick, Tony. Sorry, real quick. Stevie B checking in, going, shout out Neptune Oyster, my favorite Boston joint. Yeah, great seafood in Boston with the clams and the chowder and all that. Stevie B, question for you, bro. If you're going to the Dead shows this weekend, email your phone number into the show. I'd love to reach out to you too. I know Stevie B's a Dead fan, so if you're going to be in the house, let me know. And by the way, Dom, now I'm talking to you. I'm assigning people jobs on the show. Dom, here's what I need you to do. Grab a pen. No, yo, Dom, because Dom is so much more organized than I am, and so is Tony. Like I'm an organizational disaster. You know what I mean? Everything I write down, look at this, Tony. I got scraps of paper all over the place with notes. Like, it's not a clean environment around me when I'm working. So, Dom, do me a favor. There's Scarlet Fire. There you are. Never mind, Dom. You're off the hook. Scarlet Fire, send your phone, your email. Take two. Send your phone number to our email address so I can find you at the shows. Yes, you are emailing your phone number. Correct. Same with you, CBB. Yeah.
I also want to give a shout out to the song by 311 called Beautiful Disaster, because you just said you're a disaster, but it's a beautiful disaster. And if you know the tune, it's actually a great song. It's on the album Transistor. By the way, I went through I still am. I'm always going to be a 311 fan, but because their first 3 albums, boom. The first one was just called Music, then Grassroots, then Transistor. Those 3 albums, and then their self-titled album. But I just want to say Beautiful Disaster, Paulie, because you know what? It's you. It's you. You be you. Okay,
I can't help it. I got no choice. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. All right, Tony, check this out. Other disaster songs, real quick, and then we'll talk Giants. They're off today. They'll be in New York tomorrow. It might be good to take a break before the PMP communities just starts burning shit down because we're all so frustrated. But guys, Tony, disaster theme songs. Here they come quickly. One, Molly Hatchet, Flirting with Disaster. Not a bad track. I'm traveling down the road and I'm flirting with disaster. Heavy guitars in that one. And then I got to go the Police, Demolition Man on Ghost in the Machine, because he goes, I'm a walking disaster. I'm a demolition man. Great track, Demolition Man, by the way.
And look at Matt Stenson checking in with Fabulous Disaster by Exodus, dude. That's just, come on, man. Here we go. And Rising Wolf saying Monkey and the Engineer. I got to go. When the Levee Breaks is a song I think about when I think about natural disasters, because it's one of my favorite Zeppelin tunes as well. And then we're saying 311. Oh, Escobar is saying 311 is the reason I use a piccolo snare when I play drums.
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know what a piccolo snare is. Yeah, it's like a little thinner. That's awesome, dude. I didn't know you were a drummer. Dude, you're going to have to come up when we get the gig happening with Brooksy. Yep. Bring your sticks, Escobar. You can sit in with us. It's going to be like a free-for-all. And I love if you missed the show last night, Rod Brooks did a drive-by surprise appearance. Too bad we didn't have the mystery guest. We should have played that intro.
Oh, dude, you're right. We
should have played that intro. We played that when you were off. Don Peralta played that the day he produced the show. But in any case, Brooksy, Tony, and myself were talking about booking the Hot Monk for a night, and we could do like a live show with a live audience, and then we put the mics down and we get on stage and we all jam for a couple hours. And I'll invite my buddies from the Freestone Peaches. Could be a lot of fun. So anyway, Escobar, we'll let you know when we have a date. We don't have one. Hey, Patty, good to see you. Thank you. Yes, I'll see you Saturday. And again, what I'm going to do, Tony, is I'm going to go tomorrow night. I'm going to scout it all out. I'll look for an area where we can meet. But my only concern, T, is that it's the polo field. It's going to be crazy because I've gone to Outside Lands there. I kind of know what I'm walking into, but this is a dead show and it gets a lot crazier. So I don't know. Where do you think? Do you have any good suggestions where we can meet? Like, I don't know what to tell people yet. That's why I want to wait till Saturday. And I'll send a note out to the VIPs. If you want to hang, I'll tell you where I think we can do it.
It's tough. I think Friday is going to have to be like your dress rehearsal, dude, and just figure it all out on Friday. Because, when I go to Golden Gate Park for Hardly Strictly Bluegrass, which by the way, just announced their lineup, and it's again a stellar lineup. Or Outside Lands, or when I saw Pearl Jam in the park, or the Beastie Boys, it's controlled chaos, man. So it's just kind of, I think Friday's going to have to be your dress rehearsal. Be like, okay, that's going to be the spot. And then you could probably send out something on social media or something. We can send out something where you say, okay, here's the meetup spot for Saturday and Sunday, and then go from there,
Before we do that, though, I'm going to say something else. I'm going to say, okay, here are the services of Dr. Matt Young. Tony, it's time to honor some sponsors. Okay. Dr. Matt, what do you got?
Oh, where'd it go? Shoot.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Give me another one of those.
Okay.
By the way, that's Tarantino in Pulp Fiction when they're trying to bring the dead body out. And I don't want to get effing divorced, okay? Yeah. Go ahead.
By the way, Rising Wolf is saying Phil's side second stack is basically what Rising Wolf is saying. Phil's side second stack.
I know exactly what you're saying. And by the way, JJ Raider, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. But anyway, Young Dental. Yes, you see the teeth, you see the mouth, you see how healthy and clean. Look at those teeth, white, dude. White is the driven snow, if I may. Listen, Dr. Matt Young is a great guy. We can start with that. He's very personable, and he's got that rare ability to relax a fool like me at the dentist office, where I'm generally very uptight, but I'm not anymore. I don't mind going in at all now with Dr. Matt Young, and I'm sure you're going to feel the same way. Reach out, get more information, book an appointment, info@youngdentalsf.com. You can also call Dr. Matt Young anytime. Text him 415-392-8611. They're open throughout the week. They also have Saturday office hours, and they offer the entire gamut of dental services. He's been in practice, Dr. Matt Young, for over 25 years. Pardon me, T. He's down in Union Square, 490 Post Street. And again, as I said, the comprehensive dental care, it's all available for you, regardless of what your needs might be. Cleanings, fillings, implants, veneers, orthodontics. He's got an emergency care system set up there, too. The entire staff, very helpful, very friendly people down there. Big Giant fan, too. And he's the kind of guy that, like, he's so even keeled, Dr. Matt Young. I wonder what he looks like when he's pissed off during, like, when Ramos is getting thrown out at second on an infield fly rule. Like, I've never seen him lose his cool, but I would love to. I would love to see Dr. Matt Young fly off the handle, because it would be so unusual. He's got such a steady hand. Also, last thing I want to say about Dr. Matt Young, Tony, because I think my son is about to have one of these procedures, and I'm probably going to bring him to Dr. Matt Young. Implant surgery. If you need an implant procedure, he is the best of the best. This is what he does, his specialty. He specializes in implant surgery and implant restorations. He is also the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry, Tony. So again, Dr. Matt Young, the right choice for all your dental needs, as I like to say.
Paulie, I'm just going to present a couple hypotheticals as we're here, as we're approaching Dead Company weekend. Excuse me. We've been in Dead Company week. If you are going to the show, if you've been busy all week working, preparing to go to the Dead Company shows, and then you feel like you need to get to the dentist, hey, you know what? They're open 8 a.m. Friday morning for you to go if you need to go. But guess what? Say you're going to the show on Friday. Say you're going to the show on Saturday. Guess what? They're open on Saturdays at 8 a.m. If you need to get your cleaning in, to get your work done before you get over to Golden Gate Park. So I'm just saying, the point is, they have incredibly flexible hours. Weekdays, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that, man. You know, Dolly Parton made a career off the song 9 to 5, right? Not Matt Young. He's 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. So I just want to say, if you are having schedule issues, Matt Young and the Young Dental Group will work with you. Give them a call, 415-392-8611, 415-392-8611, or email info@youngdentalsf.com.
Tony, I want to ask you a Giants question I've been thinking about last night and this morning, as I think people now, the drums are starting to beat. There's a lot of like disgruntled Giant fans, and a lot of the resentments and frustrations are now starting to be aimed at Bob Melvin, the skipper. And I wonder, let me ask you a question, Tony. As bad as things are going right now with the Giants, and by the way, they're going to have a real tough time in New York against the Mets. I mean, the Mets just kicked their ass here in the Bay, and there could be more of that coming based on the way these guys look right now. But let's just say the Giants somehow get hot. They put a couple of winning streaks together, and they squeak into the postseason. Do you think, if the Giants if they do wind up in the postseason in any regard, even if they get bumped out in the first round, do you think that kind of secures Melvin's job? Like, how would you qualify this season if they make the playoffs? Does Melvin stay, or do you think you got to make a change? Like, where's your head with that?
I think he would stay for sure, because we talked last night on the night flight. We talked about how we think that Melvin may have lost the clubhouse, and there's just bad vibes all over the place. But I think that if they were to turn it around and get hot in August and sneak into the playoffs, I think it would definitely save his job, because it shows that he was able to regain their focus, their trust, and be the leader. Right. I'm surprised. I'm wondering, and maybe it's already happened and maybe it won't happen. I don't know, but I wonder if Buster Posey would ever go and talk to the team, because I saw that Melvin said the other day, we've had meeting after meeting after meeting. We don't need any more meetings. We've met, until the cows come home. But I wonder if Buster would ever talk to the team. Just a different voice. It's like how I coach my son. I tell the other coaches, please handle my son. He's tired of me. Right. He needs another voice. I'm just wondering if the Giants need another voice outside of the regular coaching staff.
I don't think my gut says no. I don't think Buster's that kind of guy? I don't think so. Because even when he was a player, he was really quiet. And he just led by example. He was not a rah-rah speech guy. He was just kind of doing his thing, getting prepared in the clubhouse with very minimal, like he was quiet. It was always like a quiet portion of the section of the clubhouse where Buster would be. So I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. He's got a lot of baseball knowledge to offer and a lot of experience, but I don't know if that's something that he would do. You know, so you think if they do make the playoffs, you think he stays?
Yeah, if they make the playoffs, that means that they would have to duel with the San Diego Padres and the fact that they just got Mason Miller from the A's. That's ridiculous, by the way. And by the way, more than ever, hashtag FJF, F John Fisher, because of trading away like literally your most valuable player. It irks me to no end. But then I did see a silver lining on that, Paulie, is that people were thinking, well, maybe this means that Vegas won't happen, but I still think Vegas is going to happen, unfortunately. But some people are thinking maybe this won't happen because they're trading away. Like literally, that guy is a future superstar, and now he's going to the Padres. Now he's in the NL West. It's like Jesus. So if Melvin were to, contend with them and sneak into the playoffs, I think he's got to stick around.
You're talking about moves and the whole Miller thing with the A's. What do you think about this latest and today's the day. This is it. The deadline's today. So they're going to have to, if any more moves are coming, the two names I keep hearing in the Giants landscape are Yastrzemski, and now I'm hearing Verlander. What have you heard on Verlander, T? What's the latest?
I saw a little blurb, and then of course it was backed up by Robot Centaur and the Robot Centaur sports desk that the Angels are thinking about getting Verlander, working out a trade. And it's like, you know what? If they were to trade him, I wouldn't be upset about that. It's just because he's 42, and
What do you get for him at this point? Honestly, what do you even get for him?
You got prospects, I'm sure. I don't know. And maybe the second now or in August, if they do sell something today more than, and by the way, can we just tip our caps to Tyler Rogers and his 10 years in a Giants uniform? Like I'm going to miss him. I really liked him. And
he's a good guy too. Tyler Rogers, he's a good dude. Cool guy. Yeah.
And also very good at his job. Yeah. And now the Mets just got better. Their bullpen just got better. And remember we were talking about, or at least I was talking about, how I root for the Mets if it's not the Giants. Dude, now I'm rooting for the Mets even more.
I like the Mets too. I've always had a soft spot for the Mets. When I lived in Jersey, I rooted for the Mets. Tony, let me ask you this. Are we going to see Tyler Rogers stick it up the Giants this weekend? He very well could.
Probably, dude. And you know what? If it happens, then I'm going to say, like, tip my cap. And you know what, dude? That's what you did for the Giants. It's like now we're watching it, and he's in orange and blue instead of black and orange. So I don't know. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. The whole thing. And Matt Chapman said it. He goes, "We did this to ourselves. We're playing horrible baseball, and we did this to ourselves." If anything, I respect Matt Chapman for saying that and not trying to, I don't know, sugarcoat it.
I respect Matt Chapman for saying it. I don't respect his at-bat 2 nights ago to end that game. That was a horrible at-bat. It was awful. I mean, like anyway, Matt Chapman. Did you let me ask you another question? Speaking of Matt Chapman, because I think everybody's up for debate at this point. I mean, seeing as how these guys are playing, where are you with Chapman? Like, I think I was expecting a little more, to be honest with you.
Dude, Chapman, I feel like he's a third base Brandon Crawford. Like, and I know this is a sensitive subject, not a sensitive subject, but it's been riffed on many times about how I feel about Brandon Crawford.
Part of your identity, man. It's part of your whole persona. Yeah.
Brandon Crawford was a career 250 hitter, but a ridiculously, incredibly talented, use all the adjectives you need to say how great of a defensive shortstop he was. Chapman, incredible defensive shortstop, career 240 hitter. The only thing that takes him above Crawford is he has more pop and he has more power numbers. He has more home runs and more RBIs. So he's better in that respect. But when I see it at bat like he took 2 nights ago, it's like, oh, and that was after Devers looked like complete crap. And it's like, I know what they're seeing at the plate is nasty stuff, but when you got a ball bouncing in the dirt and you're swinging at it, and Devers K'd on that, and so did Chapman. And Chapman tried to hold back, but when it was not even close to a check swing. When that happens, man, those are just ugly at bats. And Chapman, I hope that his power numbers continue to surge, because that's what we need from him, or else it's just we're going to get 240 and a lot of strikeouts.
I mean, it's crazy that the Giants now actually have two pretty big bats in their lineup, and neither of them are really doing much. Chapman and Devers. Devers especially. I mean, Jesus Christ with this guy already. By the way, Tony, we've gone on long enough ignoring the obvious, and I'm not going to stand around and let this go for another second. I'll tell you what, it's a rare day in the PMP community when I look up at Creative T and he's wearing what appears to be a soccer jersey. Is that what I'm saying? And on top of that, let me rearrange the lyrics to Casey Jones a little bit because I got it. This is what we used to say about Jerry. Trouble ahead, Creative Tony in red. Okay. Trouble ahead, lady in red. Trouble ahead, Creative Tony in red. What's going on with your garments today, Tony? Your wardrobe. Who dressed you? What are you representing? Go ahead.
This is when I went I went to the Bonnaroo Music Festival. What is that in Tennessee? It's in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I went there in 2011. And they were selling these soccer jerseys. Bonnaroo and 11. So it's always something I've loved, and it's also like a dry fit. So like if it's going to be hot out, it's nice to wear so it absorbs your perspiration.
It's a dry fit, dude. You hear this, kid? It's a freaking dry fit. But then don't you have like a big well, I don't wear any dry fit clothing, so I don't know what it does. What is it? It absorbs sweat? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Paulie, you might want to explore the dry fit portion of your wardrobe because it's or at least add it to your wardrobe because it does work well in warm weather, especially if you're going back east into the humidity. And if you're Sons of Johnny LeMaster and you're going to Finnerty's and to the Mets Giants games on the Finnerty's bus, he's probably got a whole suitcase full of dry fit to deal with the New York humidity in freaking the beginning of August, So
I'll tell you what I used to do, and I'll pass this along to anybody. Tony, you can play along with this too. Hey, what's up, Danny Ogden? Good to see you, brother. What I used to do, East Coast, hot as hell, summer dead tours, and it would be brutal, dude. Going down to DC, RFK, generally in the 90s, so humid, you're just sitting there sweating. I used to take a bandana and stick it in a cooler, like the cooler with beer and sodas and water. Like stick that thing in the cooler. And then when I would go into the show, I would take out the ice bandana, tie it around my head. It really worked well because it kept your whole head cool. And it's a great way to keep your entire body cool under those intense conditions. By the way, I think I just saw your old man walk by. Is your old man out there in the backyard?
In the backyard, probably. And we got all kinds of things working. Yeah.
Shout out Big Ed, just getting it done up in Tahoe. I don't know what he's doing, but I see him wandering around. Shout out to the Sasquatch-esque nature of Big Ed walking by and just looking over at the window, telling myself what's up. Yeah,
he and I and my mom and Megan and Rod's wife Sarah and Rod, we had a good fire pit session last night outside the cabin. It was good stuff. So he's probably just licking his wounds this morning. But
has anybody ever fallen in the fire pit? Just a serious question. It does happen. People got a little too many drinks. Guys go in. Yeah.
Yes, it's happened, and we have. I don't know if you remember this, Paulie, but we have a tree next to the fire pit that's covered in shoes.
Here we go. Yes. Yeah. What's what relevance to that again? What does that mean?
The whole tradition started because somebody, this guy was being a jackass around the fire pit years and years ago. Before
name anybody we know?
God,
John
I forget.
Stevens. Was it Stevens?
Let's go, John Stevens.
It should have been. If it wasn't John Stevens, it should have been. He should have fallen in based on his resume. But go ahead. Yeah.
And so he was being such a jackass around the fire pit that they held him over the fire. And like, if you don't cut it out, we're going to drop you in the fire. And while they did that, one of his flip-flops fell into the fire.
Sure.
And so they decided right then and they were going to nail the other flip-flop onto the tree. And then ever since then, if you lose one of your shoes, the other shoe goes on the tree. Rod Brooks has a shoe on the tree that was nailed up there probably 25 years ago. So that's the shoe tree. And
I'm not making light of like catastrophes and burn victims and stuff because it's horrible. Getting burned is the worst. But I will tell you this. People they do fall. It's not unusual, dude. There are drunken parties. People go into the fire pit. It happens. It's an epidemic. It's got to be stopped. By the way, Tony, we were talking a minute ago about yes, Rags, totally. I was thinking about Roundy jumping over the fire. 100%. We had a buddy of ours. This kid's name, Tony, his actual name, Ted Roundy. That was his last name, Roundy. Real fun guy, too. I've lost touch with him, but we used to have these big fire pits up at this little town in Pennsylvania where our buddies had a summer place. Big-ass fire pits. This kid, Roundy, would jump through the fire pit, like with serious flames, dude, 5, 6 feet, just jumping through it. I'm like, one of these jumps, Holmes, you're going to get tripped up. You're going in. You're going in at some point. I'm just saying, you play with fire, you get burned, as they say. You know.
Did he ever go in? No,
I don't think so. But we had other natural disasters up there. One of my friends, Dougie, shout out Rags, Dougie Heinrich, cracked his head open jumping into the river. So yeah, we've had it was bad. We had to rush him to the hospital. It was a bad scene. Yeah,
we used to challenge ourselves. My sisters and I and my cousins, we all used to walk around the rocks of the fire pit, like trying to like make sure you didn't fall in. The parents were like, "Oh, that's really not a good idea."
Yeah, smart one. Who's going in first? Right.
And I just got confirmation. It was the guy's name was Barry. So shout out Barry. So
great berries. Let's get into it. Greatest berries of all time. I'm gonna go with Barry from Red Devil Records. That's number one.
Awesome. I'll go Manilow. I got nothing but love for Manilow.
What was the kid's name? I'm pretty sure his name was Barry, the kid who played Greg Brady. Barry Williams. Barry Williams, I think, right?
Barry Williams. Yes.
All right, so we got Red Devil. We got Barry. Any other Barrys, real quick?
Well, we got Barry Bonds, of course.
Barry Bonds. Come on, there you go. Barry Bonds. That'll work too. We got a Super T. Yes.
1 sec. Paulie, Pine Needle is challenging Robot Centaur for the sports desk anchor job because Pine Needle just said that the Niners have released Equanimous St. Brown to make room for Andy Isabella and Amir Abdullah, who they just signed. So, by the way, Amir Abdullah, running back formerly for the Raiders, and then Andy Isabella with the Bills, and then he was with the UFL. I think the Arizona Cardinals drafted Isabella in the second round a few years back. So, I don't know. Then I was looking up his numbers. I don't know. They're whatever. He's whatever. I mean, if I don't think he's going to see the field too much unless there's injuries happen. But those signings happened, and then they released Equanimous St. Brown. So Pine Needle, thank you for the update.
Yeah, there's a lot going on down there, T. There's a lot. They're also working out Jeff Wilson again, which is interesting. And also,
come on.
I always liked him too. I liked him, dude. I liked Mostert. A lot of good running backs have come through San Francisco and then moved on. But I wanted to mention this too. Apparently, they've reportedly signed quarterback Carter Bradley as well. Throw him on the pile as another signing for the Niners. They're busy down there, T. Yeah.
You got any Carters for me? I'll give you Carter Beauford, the drummer for Dave Matthews Band. You got any Carters?
Think about that. Carters. Is he still the drummer in that band, by the way?
Oh, yeah, and he's a monster, man. He is the juggernaut of their sound. 100%, man. He drives the train, and everybody else is on board for the ride. If you haven't seen that band, by the way, they're a tremendous live act. The only thing that sucks is that you remember the shirt you were wearing the other day with STFU on it, and it was Bobby from the Sweetwater shirt.
Shut the F up, y'all. Yeah,
that shirt needs to be just the banner hanging above the Dave Matthews Band.
I can only imagine, dude, with all the drunk college girls and stuff. And it just must be. Oh yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Awful. It's awful. It's ruined the experience for me a couple of times. But if you want to go see the band, it's still worth seeing. But get tickets down low when you're be around people that truly enjoy the music and won't be like in your ear.
Now, Tony, it's funny you're bringing this up. Now, did you know that there are terms for those peoples? Like in the dead scene, we call them like I used to call them just show talkers. People that go to shows and just talk the whole time. Yeah. So anyway, I'm like building a deck. My kid's about to graduate. It's like, I don't give it. I'm trying to watch the band. So I used to call them show talkers. Have you heard this other term? A term has popped up now for these people called chompers. That's what they're called. Have you heard that term yet? Chompers? They're chompers?
No, but in reference to Dr. Matt Young, he works on chompers. So
he does.
I like the term chompers. And when you say show talkers, it makes me think of Judge Reinhold in Seinfeld as the close talker.
Oh, right in your grill, dude. Right in your grill. Yeah, let's go to the Museum of Modern Art, like right in Seinfeld's mom's face. By the way, I've been having fun. Yeah. What are we doing today? I've been doing a lot of Seinfeld tweets on X, by the way. I'm getting some good results. I might keep that going. A little Costanza humor. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, time out. We got Barry White. Oh, dude, the berries. I just want to get back to the berries real quick.
Thank you.
James Lazat saying Barry Zito. We got Sanchi saying Barry Larkin. We got Corinne saying Barry Sanders. We got Pine Needle saying Chuck freaking Barry. We've got Scarlet Fire saying Barry Larkin. We've got Leah Phillips saying Rick Barry. Oh, can I just oh my God, Barry Gibb, Noemi, Barry Gibb.
Thank you, Noemi. Somebody had to come through with and by the way, Barry Gibb, I know one of your favorite I don't know, attributes of the male physique, Tony, is a hairy chest. You've commented on your affinity for hair. Dude, Barry Gibb, not afraid to rock the hair. He'll go 3-4 buttons open, a medallion, always like some kind of gold medallion, and just that lush Australian blonde fur of a Barry Gibb. Yeah.
And don't forget Barry Switzer. Remember Barry Switzer, the old Cowboys coach. And Stevie B is a super, by the way. We're all over the map, and I love it today. It's fun. This is what happens on MLB Trade Deadline Day when the Giants are basically out of the hunt. I mean, we can talk about it tomorrow when they ramp up for their Mets series. But right now, Stevie B is saying, thank you for the super, Stevie B, by the way. Love the shirt, Paulie. Seeing my first Primus shows. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, you know what's so funny? I got to address this personally. Stevie B, true story, hand to God. I had planned on going to that show. Me and Drutzy, my buddy Drutzy, we're going to go to the Primus show on Sunday. It was actually on my calendar, and then I crossed it off when Neil Zanardi gave me the dead tickets. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to that Primus show, but I was going to be going to that. Stevie B, have a great time. Send me the set list on Monday.
Paulie, just to give you, earlier in the show, you said you were a disaster. If you're putting things on the calendar, that doesn't sound like much of a disaster anymore, buddy. Or is it just
calendar? That's my only connection to civilization, or like civility and dignity in society. I have to use the calendar, and when I say calendar, I'm talking about like an actual paper calendar down in my kitchen, and I write stuff down. Like I got to do this on that day. I got a dead show on this day, because if I don't, I'll forget. I'll forget. It's, and then I got to go back to the scraps of paper. Anyway, Tony. Okay. What? Wrap that up? What are you saying?
Yeah. I don't know. Wrap it up, and we're going to Carlos De La Fuente now.
Get forceful, dude. Beat my ass. I love when Tony gets abusive. I need that, dude. I need to respond. You know why? I think it's like the Tony Salvador syndrome, and also my dad was like this. I respond best when I'm being like yelled at or criticized. That's when I'll step up my game. So Tony, thank you. Get abusive with me. Yeah.
As I'm wrapping you up, John Joseph, good to see you, dude. He says Barry Oakley of the Allman Brothers Band. Great freaking call, John Joseph. Thank you, brother. Leave it to John Joseph to bring the freaking the nugget, the deep nugget, and also. By the way, John Joseph, thank you for the music, man. All the shows he's been sending me, it's my road trips are set for a while. That and the PMP playlist, of course. But Paulie, I'd like to get Carlos De La Fuente, our main man, Los D and Carlos De La Fuente, if you wouldn't mind. So that's why
I will as soon as I give Sanchi just a little bit of love, bro. Are you talking Marion Barry, the mayor who was smoking crack? Is that what you're talking about? Do you remember that guy? I think he was the mayor of DC. They got him in a motel room smoke. By the way, why are they always in a motel room like with prostitutes? Like that's like the textbook scandal of all these politicians or religious figures. They're like preaching, good, clean living, and then they're smoking crack with a hooker somewhere. I think that was Marion Barry. Anyway, thank you, Sanchi. You made me laugh at that one. Yes, Carlos De La Fuente. Oh, sorry, Steve.
No, I can't. I cannot be the rapper and then derail the show again. So go to Carlos.
Okay, but you got something. I'm curious what that might be. All right, let's talk about Carlos De La Fuente and flex funding. He is. Oh, and by the way, dude, the big news with Carlos is that I know he's working with members of the PMP community right now. They're working on some deals together, so that's great. I'm sure you're in great hands with Carlos, as we've been talking about. But on a social note, Tony, if I may, on the social tip, you know what I mean? Yeah. On the social tip, we don't use tip enough. We got to bring that back. Sure. On the social tip, we do have our night out at the yard. The Learn with Los event is now in place. It's 8/26. And Carlos, listen, he was really the spearhead behind this whole thing. Like he was the guy who said, hey, because we had so much fun at the opening day party. We had a great time at Metallica, even though that was a smaller group. And we've been trying to figure out, all right, how do we get the PMP family back all hanging out in one place on the same night? And I realize it's not easy. We all have schedules. We all have jobs, and we're all coming from different places. But we have finally landed on the date. If you missed last night's show, 8/26, August 26th. Tickets are available. Tony will give you that information when I'm done talking about Carlos. But this is like the big event. And if you have questions or you want to hang with Carlos, this is the opportunity to do it. I'll be there. Tony's going to be there. A lot of PMP familia are going to be there. Just letting you know, Carlos was the force behind that event. He's the guy that wanted to put that together, and now we have. But when it comes to Carlos is just handling Tony, when Carlos is handling his business, you know what I mean? You got mortgage business. You
Yeah.
got loan business.
Yep.
You talk to Carlos. You say, Carlos, I heard you run a good, clean business. I need to talk to you about a private money loan. I need to talk to you about my mortgage. I need to talk to you about just a straight up money loan. He provides those kind of services, and he is an incredibly rock solid dude, trustworthy guy. Like Dr. Matt Young, he's been in business over 25 years, San Francisco native. And when it comes to your finances, I've said this so many times because I believe it to be very true. You have to have trust. And that's, to me, is the most important thing, that the guy who's working on your behalf is not steering you into a harmful direction or trying to convince you to sign on for some, financial service that's going to wind up hurting you while benefiting him. Listen, he's partnered with a new lender. They specialize in HELOC loans. They can take care of it very quickly with little inconvenience to you. No appraisal fees, no fees attached of any kind. That includes escrow and title fees. And Tony, I'll let you get a couple of words in on Carlos, and then I want to show the ticket information, but reach out to Carlos. He'll take care of you. Trust me on that.
Dude, Los has been in this business in mortgages and real estate for 26 years. And what separates him is the ability to truly listen and understand what each person that comes to him or each family is enduring, and how they together can best solve their financial issues. It could be a first-time home buyer that's struggling with credit. You could be an investor struggling with like a verification of income. It could be a senior. He's talked about his work with seniors who can't make ends meet and don't know how to don't know the odds and ends and ins and outs of a reverse mortgage. So Carlos wants to educate you. He wants to educate you. He wants to get to know you. He wants to create that connection. And dude, there's just a couple of quick reviews. I found this online. This is Sylvain Reyes, and he says Carlos is an eloquent, knowledgeable mortgage professional, reliable, sincere, direct, and to the point. We also have Ronnie Jadenak, who says Carlos is a great guy. Working with Carlos has been a great experience, and I look forward to working with Carlos for years to come. And when you say for years to come, that means the relationship has been built, the connection has been built, and it's not just about the X's and O's of mortgage lending. It's about the relationship, man. And so that's what Los is all about. And by the way, Los has an older daughter. Los and I were texting back and forth the other day. He's giving me parenting tips on raising a daughter. And I'm like, dude, this is the best. Because I mean, you've seen my daughter Olivia, Paulie. She's spicy, man. And she's just entering the world of hormones and good fun. So anyways, Los has been a great ear. We're not talking money at all. We're just talking parenting. But it's that connection, man. So anyways, that's what I love about Los, and I just wanted to share that about Los with everybody, and just know that he's just a great dude.
Thank you, T. And again, reach out to Carlos. Let him take care of you. Let him go to work for you and get you in a better place. 925-250-4894. Email Carlos at carlos@myflexnow.com. Thank you, Los D. We love you. Tony, do me a quick favor. Since we're talking Los, learn with Los, the night out at the yard. Can you throw that ticket information up there for people? I know that we sold a bunch last night. They're going fast. Seriously, you guys, if you do want to go, Dom, if you want to, I don't know what the availability is, but if you know, Dom, maybe post that in the comments, because it's gone very, very quickly. We made a bunch of sales last night. So, but for people who still are interested in joining us, Tony, post that info. Thank you.
So here, if you can see this on our Polymax Particles page on YouTube, first of all, go there and like and subscribe while you're there. But then also you'll see this, it's a link for Jot Form. And if you click on 5 more links, here are the links, and it says order PMP merch. You click on that Jot Form link, and there is anything that you want to purchase through the anything merchandise, or you scroll down and there's the tickets right there. See, the Giants versus Cubs, August 26, 2025 at Oracle Park. And it's got all the information right there. It's $45 per ticket. It's in the club level. It's going to be suite section 204 in the club level. And you can take care of everything right there on that link, Paulie. So that's basically Dom made it as easy as possible to just click on that link, and you can use PayPal or Venmo. And if you don't use either of those, email us, pauliespod@gmail.com, and we will figure out a way to make it happen to make sure you're there.
Speaking of easy, Tony, here they come. My favorite songs with the word easy involved in them. There's a bunch. Tony, I'm Easy Like Sunday Morning, 1. It's So Easy by Guns N' Roses, 2. Yep. And then finally, and I'll ask you for a contribution as well, I like to acknowledge, we've been talking about this guy a lot this week. It's been a big week for Phil Collins. Let's not forget, he and Phil Bailey, bro. Him and Phil Bailey dropping An Easy Lover, a track I still love to this day. Any easy suggestions you want to throw on the pile, Tony?
Well, dude, you stole it with Easy by the Commodores, because I've been listening to a lot of the Commodores lately. It's just I downloaded some of their stuff and it's been popping up on my shuffle. So and then you took It's So Easy by Guns N' Roses. So now I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other songs with Easy. Oh, dude, the Eagles, Take It Easy. Okay.
Good one. Shout out
Take
Patty.
It easy.
Yeah.
Shout out, Patty. Okay.
Rags just checking in with a good one. Easy E. Okay. Yeah. Easy E. Yeah. I'm tired of my mother blucking jacking. You know what I mean? Shout out Easy E. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Easy E. Okay, Tony, I demand
Peaceful, Easy Feeling by the Eagles, too. So I just want to get that in there, too. Double shot for Patty from Napa. Eagle shot for Patty from Napa.
Well, I'm not surprised. That's what Patty does. And by the way, Scarlet Fire, hell yeah, Easy Wind. Let's get into some pig pen today, dude. Shout out to Pig. We don't talk enough pig on the show. Easy Wind. Thank you, Bonnie, very much.
Also, dude, yes, Scott Saunders, Easy Lover. Shout out to that, which Paulie mentioned. And then also, dude, Don Peralta did bring in the Faith No More's version of Easy by the Commodores, which is
really, they do great covers, dude. Their War Pigs is great. Their Easy Like Sunday Morning is great. You know what else is great, Tony? No more dilly-dallying, no more delays, no more putting it off. Bookmark time, my man. Book effing marks are also easy and they're fun. So let's make it happen. Give me Bookman, give me the intro. I want it all.
Paulie, while I'm down where I'm getting that all set up, can you just celebrate that football is here today? Why are we celebrating the return of football? Because what's happening tonight at 5:00 in Canton, Ohio, Paulie?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a Hall of Fame game. I'm glad you brought that up. And you got it's a nice little matchup, too, although Stardust will be in for like 2 series and then probably everybody sits down and we get guys we'll never see again. But the Chargers are playing the Lions. Can I go ahead and rock the boat? Or the day before August, can I rock the boat with an NFL take real quick? You ready for this? Watch me piss off the entire civilized world. And I'm going to stand by this. Ready? And I know I'm talking S. I know this is a long shot, but someone's got to take a stand, and that's going to be me. Here it comes. Here's my hot take of the day with the NFL hot takes. Chargers, the aforementioned Chargers with Coach Harbaugh and that quarterback of theirs, Justin Herbert, who I freaking love. I'm throwing this out there. The Chargers, you got me? The Chargers are going to beat Kansas City at least once this year, at least once, because they're going to play them twice. And I'm going to say that at the end of the year, Chargers going to have more wins than the Chiefs. Boom!
Love it.
How do you like that, S? How do you like that? The Chargers are going to win more games than Creative Tony's Kansas City Chiefs this year. Yeah. That's good. I see you're wearing Chiefs red today, Tony, as a tribute, of course. No, I know you hate them as much as I do. So I'm saying it. And like Escobar said last night when I was riffing on, it's something that hit me the right way on that. When I was riffing on Harry Potter, and Escobar was like, hey, man, I like Harry Potter. Come at me. That's how I'm feeling right now. Chargers are winning more games than the Chiefs. Bookmark this S, drop a pin in it, save this take. They're winning more games. Come at me. Come at me.
Also, you want to talk about the Najee Harris and Ladd McConkey Chargers, Paulie.
I think here's another take. I bet you Najee has his best season in the pros because Harbaugh loves a ground game. I felt like in Pittsburgh, and I was really surprised, like, he didn't get off as much as I thought he would because I think he has potential to be like a Saquon Barkley type. Like he could be a dominant running back, and I think Harbaugh is going to utilize him in ways Mike Tomlin did not. So, yes, I'm glad you brought up Najee, and I really like Najee Harris, Bay Area kid. I've always been very fond of him, and I think he's going to have a monster year. I really do.
And can also say just shout out to their kicker, Cameron Dicker, like very reliable kicker, very good kicker, very fun on social media, but also – it must be nice for the Charger fans to know that they have a good kicker going into camp, very secure. There's no competition going on. We've got Greg Joseph and Moody going at it every day in camp, and it's a battle. Nobody's talking about like, oh, is Moody going to be supplanted by Greg Joseph? Who knows, Paulie? We're going to see because all I want is the pigskin to go through the uprights. I don't care who does it. Just get it through you have one job to do. One job. Get it through the uprights. Come on. There's nothing worse than a drive that's, first of all, stalls and you have to kick a field goal, and then you miss the field goal. It's one of the most deflating feelings in sports, dude. Like a missed field goal.
No, it's such an important part of the game too. And it's like Tony says, you don't think about it until there's a win dependent on making a kick late in the fourth quarter. By the way, Corinne, thank you. Me and you, Corinne, we're going to stand up against tyranny. We're going to stand up against dictators, and we're going to stand up against the Kansas City opposing Chiefs. With Kelsey, with his new little haircut there, and Taylor Swift singing songs at tight end. I've had it. I've had it with the whole thing. This is I'm telling you, I'm not saying this. Like, I actually believe this. The Chiefs will beat them at least, or the Chargers will beat KC at least once, and they're going to wind up with more wins in Kansas City. I am saying it. They won 11 games last year. How about put them in the playoffs, man?
Yep.
Utah, give me 2.
Paulie, 2 things. First, I got to give Sanchu some love because he says, shout out to Dan Fouts' beard and toughness back in the day for the Chargers. And I got to say, Dan Fouts, a St. Ignatius Wildcat, he went to SI. And
get him, Cats, go, or whatever. Give me one of those to you real quick.
Go Cats, get them Cats, go get them Cats.
You know who's a big fan of that is Kruger. He drops that all the time. Go Cats, get them Cats, let's get them Cats. A lot of cat stuff coming out of Krugs, yeah.
He does. And second of all, Paulie, Happy Gilmore 2. For your mental health, I'm telling you right now, do not watch it.
Okay, no, I have not. I didn't really plan on it, but that's okay. Yeah.
Honest to God, don't watch it because Kelsey is all over it. Dude.
Oh, really? Why? See, that's what I'm saying, dude. Enough with this guy.
He's all over it, man. So for your mental health, for your well-being, just make me an on-air promise in front of everybody right now that you will not watch.
I swear to God. I swear to God. I swear to Allah. I swear to your God of choice. I'm not going to watch that movie. I promise you. And let me tell you something else. My 2 favorite moments of the Philadelphia Eagles beating the S out of the Chiefs in the Super Bowl are as follows. 1, Patrick Mahomes just getting hand swiped right in the face. Bam! While he was trying to throw up. It was such a beautiful sight. And then his wife was like, oh, they're treating my husband like an animal. It's like, no, they're actually playing football today, dear. That's what that is. It's a contact sport. The guy's going to get hit. Number 2, Kelsey sitting on the bench, late fourth quarter, time running out with that stupid look on his face, like, what just happened? Let me tell you what just happened. You guys just got your asses kicked for 4 quarters up and down the goddamn gridiron, and I loved it. And Rags, I respect your Eagles hatred. I'm not really a fan either, but watching them beat the Chiefs was just such a beautiful sight, T.
And hold on,
we could do that. Shanahan 0-5 against the Chiefs.
I know.
And flipping 5. Can you beat them once, maybe? Like once?
It's flat out ownership, Paulie.
It is. I hate to say it, but it is.
It's ownership. And I hate to say this, but at the end of the day, you have to tip your cap because they're 5-0 against the Niners. I mean, you just I hate doing it, but you have to out of respect. And Paulie, there's a little controversy going on in the chat. Robot Centaur checking in from the Robot Centaur cinema desk, and he says, what are you talking about? Kelsey's only in 2 scenes. Dude, yes, he's only in 2 scenes, but those 2 scenes take up a lot of time. And dude, and it's too much Kelsey. I thought it was going to be a cameo where maybe like Happy Gilmore bumps into him on the golf course, like, hey, Travis, whatever. No, dude, he's got a role where the only good thing, and I don't care about that. Spoiler alert. If you care about Happy Gilmore 2 spoilers, turn it down for a second. Spoiler alert: Travis Kelce gets eaten by a croc. So that is a good thing at the end of the day.
Don't tell me Taylor Swift is
by a bear.
Even better, more painful. Let me ask, go ahead. Sorry. Is Taylor Swift? Does she rear her head in this thing too?
No.
Good.
No.
Okay, good.
So, but there's 74 cameos in this movie. It's outrageous, man. So, anyways, I just wanted to for your mental health.
I promise you, I swore to several gods, the gods I can mention off the top of my head. But I also see that John Joseph, he preferred me to swear to Satan that I'm not going to watch. I do. I swear to the Dark Prince. I swear to the what?
Then maybe Satan should check in and make sure that deal is set in stone.
I command Paulie Mac to never, ever. I'm doing hand gestures today with my Satan. Paulie Mac will never watch Happy Gilmore 2. F that and F the Chiefs.
Satan has spoken. Yes, sorry, T. Go ahead.
Oh, that's great stuff, man. All right, now we can get to bookmarks. I wanted to just get over that and go Lions or go Chargers tonight in the Hall of Fame game. I guess I'm on the Detroit wagon.
I like both teams. I do. I like both of these squads. I like the poor Lions, bro. The year they were supposed to take that step and go to the Super Bowl, just go to a Super Bowl, which they've never done. They can't beat the Commanders, bro. They can't beat the Washington Commanders. I'm expecting a very angry and motivated Detroit Lion team this year to hit the field.
Yep.
That doesn't guarantee anything. The NFC is really tough, but I think they're going to be really good again. I don't know if they can replicate what the season they had last year. That was their year. That was it. They fell on their face like in the critical moment on their own field. It was awful.
I also wonder how much Campbell is going to continue to gamble, or if he's going to simmer down a little bit, because he goes for it on fourth down all the time. And I wonder if he's going to simmer down on that, or if that's just going to be his MO and he's going to live by the sword and die by the sword. It should be interesting. But yeah, Paulie, the Lions are one of those teams that I root for. Like, if the Niners are not going to be in it, if it's like a Lions Chargers Super Bowl, I'd love to see that. That'd be great, man. But hold on. Sweet Matt Hatter is a super, and he says, Tony, when will you be in Bend, Oregon? I'll bring joints. Sweet Matt Hatter, you got it, dude. I'll be up there in a couple weeks, man. I'll email you offline, brother, and we can coordinate, man, because I would love to meet you in person. And yeah.
Hey, bring the leg bong if you can. Bring the leg bong along so Tony can take a rip. And shout out to Sweet Mad Hatter's dog. It looks pretty cute, taking a little snooze in that picture over there.
Yes. All right, Paulie. Without further ado,
it's time.
Sure, go ahead, laugh if you want to.
For bookmarks.
Maybe that's how you get your kicks. You and your good time buddies.
PMP style.
I got a flash for you, Joy Boy. Party time is over.
Great stuff. I love the techno, BT. Lay it on me. We have so many freaking bookmarks today. I'm going to let you peruse. You pillage, you plunder, and throw them up at will.
All right, stand by. Do you have any idea what this is, Paulie?
Well, it says Bleecker Street, obviously. Is that some kind of John's Pizza reference? I don't know. I know it says Bleecker Street, but I don't know what we're looking at here. What is it?
I turned down the music. We can't play the whole thing. We're just going to have to play it in snippets, but here we go.
Hi, I'm Marty DeBerge. 40 years ago, I was honored to direct a film called This is Spinal Tap.
The numbers all go to 11. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top?
So, dude, I think that's 18 seconds. I'm going to scroll forward, Paulie.
Christopher Guest. Just look at him right there, bro. Look at him. What is this? What is that? No, wait. Bro, everything I'm seeing is money. Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Torpedo. Pink torpedo. That's literature. Yeah.
Really?
A lot has happened since the last time I saw you. Crypto. Have you been playing music at all?
I play music at a pub.
This is the site of Spinal Tap's reunion concert. Why New Orleans?
It was.
All right, that's all I'm going to give you.
That's all I need. That's all I need. Thank you. You just made my day much better. I can't wait for Tap 2, bro. Bring on Tap 2. And shout out to Christopher Guest, who just makes me laugh. That's, you know who his wife is, right, T?
I forget, actually.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's right.
One of my favorite power Hollywood couples right there. Oh, is that Buddy Guy?
Dude, Buddy Guy yesterday turned 89, and he has a new album out called Ain't Done with the Blues, man. So I just wanted to celebrate Buddy Guy right now. Ain't Done with the Blues is a new album by Buddy Guy. 89 years young yesterday, Paulie.
So my buddy in Boston, Tommy D'Angelo, kind of took me by the hand and really turned me on to real blues music when I was in college. And Buddy Guy, and it's like an essential ingredient of my diet now. You have to have blues or you're not being properly fed. You're just not. And Buddy Guy is the last of the original crop of guys like Muddy Waters, Elmore James, all those guys, Sonny Boy Williams. You can go on. There's so many of them. Albert King, Freddie King, you know what I mean? Slim Harpo, but Buddy Guy is the last guy standing, and God bless him. That's it. That's the code of the blues, man. You gig until you die, just like Ozzy. Ozzy pulled that off beautifully, dude. I do my last gig, and then I'm done. I'm checking out. And Buddy Guy, God bless you. I love you, man. Happy birthday, Buddy Guy. I love it. The polka dot Stratocaster, killer.
They better go big. Somebody better go big for his 90th, man, because that should be a major celebration. And Paulie, you brought up Ozzy. I just want to give Marky Graves a little shout out because I saw this on Twitter, and he forwarded to us the petition that's going around where they're trying to get Birmingham Airport renamed to Ozzy Osbourne Airport. So we're going to sign the petition. We'll pass it on. Everybody sign the petition. Get Birmingham Airport renamed to Ozzy Osbourne Airport. little
I
side.
support that. Listen, there's other people, there's a John Wayne airport, there's a Ronald Reagan airport. Definitely let there be an Ozzy Osbourne. It would be my favorite airport immediately. It goes to #1 of all time. Yes.
Where are you flying into? I'm flying into Ozzy.
I'm flying into Osborne. You know what I mean? You can pick me up outside of Osborne at about 6 p.m. Yeah, I'll be at the curb. Totally.
I put this in here because it's like a good sign. We've been beating up the Niners offensive line. According to Coach Yak, thank you for the poach, Coach Yak, and Colton McKivitz told Matt Mayoko, I'm going to be a Pro Bowler this year. I've told countless people. I'm just putting it out there just because that's going to hold me accountable and get me to where I want to go. If you don't fight for it, you won't get it. So
I love the attitude. I do. Right. I like it, man. Shoot high, aim high. I love it. Go ahead, make the Pro Bowl, bro. Dazzle me,
It's totally, I'm so with you, man. And I love that he's putting it out there before the season even starts and he's holding himself accountable. So, all right, McKivitz, I hope you have your best season to date, and you're making that Pro Bowl. You don't want to go to the Pro Bowl because it's just gonna be a bunch of shenanigans, like a freaking tug of war.
Yeah, they're gonna have a cookout and pin the tail on the donkey, I think, this year, and then they're gonna play Duck Duck Goose, I think, on national TV. By the way, as you read the quote, Stevie B checked in and goes, "Oh, is McKivitz a stand-up comic now?"
Yeah, nice, Stevie B. Nice. Hey, man, I'm with you, Stevie B, because I'm very worried about the O-line, but hey. And especially, I don't want to jinx Trent Williams because he's been getting a lot of rest in camp. Hopefully that makes him last the 17-game season. We'll see. I'm just thinking, really, anytime I'm going to see 11-11 on the clock, or anytime I'm like, oh, it's 11-11, make a wish, or anytime I can make a wish, I'm going to make a wish for Trent Williams to stay healthy for all 17 games.
Oh, God. So all these guys, by the way, I hear Nick Bosa and Trent Williams have really been getting after each other in camp to the point where Bosa was beating him. I think this was either yesterday or Tuesday, apparently, because I've been reading all the reports from camp, and they said Bosa was beating Trent Williams so badly, snap after snap, that Trent Williams actually walked off the field, like cursing and punching his leg, which is good. I like that. That's telling me that he cares, and that Trent Williams does not like getting beaten, which is rare. He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best there's ever been. But I love hearing that. That's two Hall of Famers getting after each other in camp. I like that.
Well, and that's good because the rest of the weekend, I assume Dosed Bosa will be at Golden Gate Park for the Den Company shows with George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey.
Do you freaking realize last week we had a scenario where we talked about Nick Bosa getting dosed, Nick Bosa getting dosed at the shows this weekend, and what becomes of that? Like Tony said, he'd be out there, throwing cars. I had him in a 3-point stance out on the Great Highway with his big headlight eyes, just stand there waiting to hit something. Or it could go the other way.
Teddy bear
becomes a very gentle, he just wants to hug people. Hey man, he's got that kind of calm demeanor, a stoner's demeanor, if I may.
Holly, he's literally sitting side stage, legs crossed, maybe like a flower behind his ear.
Oh,
I want
flowers behind his ears. Definitely put a flower behind Bosa's ear. I got to be honest. I love the fact that he's gotten turned on to the dead, and he probably wouldn't shock me. He could turn up at a show this weekend.
All right, this might be should be our last bookmark, probably, because we're getting up to it. That you gave this to me, and now as the tweet says, I can't unsee it.
It's unbelievable.
And dude, this tweet says, I saw an ad with former professional skateboarder Tony Hawk, whom I love.
I do too.
And all I could see was that he turned into Stanley Roper, dude. And now that it's out there, it's awful.
I mean, by the way, shout out to Roper just owning the screen, dude. Look at that look on his face. Stanley, dude. Shout out to Stanley. And every time he would go to Jack's place, and Jack would have to keep up the guys that he was gay and just to live with the girls, or else Roper didn't want it. And do you remember this? He used to call him Tinkerbell and do this little thing with his hand. He'd go, "Oh, hi, Jack." He'd be like, "Oh, hi, Jack." And he'd do this little Tinkerbell thing. Shout out to the Tinkerbell. No, bro, but the likeness is uncanny. And
look at the hair. The hair is almost identical. All you need to do is put the outfit that Roper's wearing on Hawk.
Great call.
And you've got Roper. You've got Roper.
And a question, where did Tony Hawk's eyebrows go? They're gone. His eyebrows are gone. They vanished. I don't know what's going on. And by the way, if you don't know Tony Hawk, he's like the Michael Jordan of skateboarding. Undisputed. And shout out to the Bones Brigade, T.
Totally. And what he's done for the youth of skateboarding and how he takes care of them. And he does skateboarding camps. He donates all kinds of skateboards and gear and clothing. He is an incredible human being, man. And I'm a huge Tony Hawk fan because I don't think he ever planned to be as popular as he became. He just wanted to ride a skateboard and he was really good at it. And he just became the spokesperson for skateboarding. And he wears it well. He's always lived a very responsible life, and he's always been a great role model to kids. And dude, because the skateboarding scene can be pretty, dark at times. Some of these guys are going through some serious stuff.
Shout out Jay Adams, dude. That's my favorite of all time. He passed away, but that kid, he was a street kid. He had a really rough life, Jay Adams. Yeah, and I love him. And
the reason they turned to skateboarding is because they're kind of they're avoiding something else, or they're escaping something else. And these guys became like these, shout out Rat Bones and Bones Brigade and Powell Peralta and Santa Cruz and O'Neill and all these skate companies that I grew up with in the 80s because I was all in. And Steve Caballero, Tony Hawk, Lance Mountain, Neil Blender. I mean, all these guys. Christian,
you say Tony Alva? Throw Tony Alva out there. TA, yeah.
Tony Alva. I was a huge Christian Hosoi fan, and he has, he had the Hosoi Hammerhead skateboard. Anyways, I could go on. I could do a whole show on skateboarding, Paulie. But when you said this to me, I couldn't stop laughing, man. And now, like the tweet says, once you see it, you can't unsee it, man. It's just incredible.
Final note of the day, and thank you for the bookmarks. We only skimmed the surface. We'll get back in there tomorrow. But just to represent John Joseph before we go today, he said, Roper's great and everything, but I'm here to represent the Don Knotts community, the Mr. Furley community. See, and it's almost like 49er-esque, where it's Montana and Steve Young. They're both Hall of Famers. It's just different degrees of greatness because it's a decision I don't know that I'm qualified to make. I love Roper, but I also love Furley, dude, coming in with the ascots around his neck, chucking karate stances at Jack. Like when Jack would start acting like a gay guy, like Roper would get it, or Furley would start chucking karate chops at him. It's a win-win, John. It's a freaking win-win, man. You can't go wrong with Roper. You can't go wrong with Furley. I defend both of them. Yeah.
As we wrap the show, I'm not going to let you off the hook, though, Paulie. If you had to choose, because I know if you had to choose between Young and Montana, you're choosing Joe. If you had to choose between Ralph Furley and Stanley Roper, who are you going?
I'll illustrate my point. I'll show you why. I'm going to probably go with Stanley Roper, and here's why. And no shade on Knotts, dude. I love Knotts. I'm a Knotts head. Head. But when you get Roper, you also get Helen. You know what I mean? She's coming in with the flowing gowns, and she's always all sexed up and everything. But the final thing is this, Tony. When I'm Stanley Roper and I'm in the middle of a scene, he'd be like this. He'd be looking over there talking to Janet or something. Janet, Jack doesn't like that because, he's a Tinkerbell. And then he'll look right at the camera and just smile at you. Breaking that wall down where he would just look right at you. I'm like that. I'm all about that. I'm all about Roper making eye contact with me in the middle of an episode. So I'm going Roper. How about you, T?
I think I have to go Roper too, because I will say I always wondered, what does this guy do with his free time where Stanley had Mrs. Roper. So I wonder about, and he kind of scared me. Furley kind of scared me, whereas Stanley Roper didn't ever scare me. He just kind of made me laugh. I don't know. And I love
the fact that Don Knotts scared you is beautiful. I want to go deeper into that tomorrow, like a psychological deep dive with Tony as to why Don Knotts scared him, because that's a fascinating take. All right, Tony, listen, we got to thank all of our sponsors on the way out the door today. Thank you, Carlos De La Fuente at Flex Funding. You know how much we love you, buddy. We'll see you at 8:26. Buy your tickets now while there's Stevie B. Furley was unhinged. I'm not going to argue that. Get your tickets 8:26 while they're still available. No exaggeration. They are going pretty quickly. So make your purchase now so we can all hang out and learn with Los. In the meantime,
on that note too, I just want to remind people to go to Polymax Particles on YouTube, search Polymax Particles on YouTube, and the order form is right there in our bio, right there. Just click the links and you'll see the Jot Form website. That's where you can go order your tickets.
And in the meantime, reach out to Carlos anytime for any of your financial questions or needs. 925-250-4894. Mortgage, Carlos at myflexnow.com. Also, thank you very much to Dr. Matt Young and Young Dental here in San Francisco. 490 Post Street, Union Square, great part of town. Used to be the heart of town. Do I get a shakedown tomorrow night? Is that what's happening?
Probably.
Get a shakedown opener on a Friday.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so.
Be the heart of town. Can't wait. Give me a big fat 15-minute shakedown just to get my gifts to loosen me up a little. All right.
I think you're gonna get a Saturday night standing on the moon, like second set standing on the moon under the moon of Golden Gate Park is what I also
somewhere in San Francisco on a back porch in July, that kind of thing. I'm all about, dude. I love standing on the moon. Don't see now. I'm getting excited now. Anyway, maybe Dr. Matt Young. I'll tell Dr. I'll tell Dr. Matt Young where we're hanging out in the park. We would love to have him join us. Young Dental, these guys are money, 25 years in the biz. He's in practice, and he's been servicing me for over a decade now, and I know he can help you and your family as well. Reach out to Dr. Matt Young, 415-392-8611. The Young Dental Group in San Francisco, very helpful, very professional, all very friendly. They'll take care of all of your dental needs. Tony, I believe that's it. I got to go to this book party now. We're doing a Jim Marshall thing in the city. New Grateful Dead photography book, and I got the invite, so I'm excited to run in there. I'll have a report tomorrow. If there's anybody interesting, I'll take some pictures. We'll put them up. I don't know who's going to be there, but I look forward to this. And we'll end the show with an Escobar III super message, T. I see he just popped up, so let's see what he's got for us, and then we'll say goodbye.
Yeah, Escobar, thank you for the super. And he says, Mac Dre said his name a few times in a track called Mr. Furley.
Oh, my God. I'm writing that down right now. There's a track called Mr. Furley? All over that. Thank you, Escobar. I'm making a note of that right now. Mac Dre, on it. I'm going to listen to it while I'm driving to the city. Thank you, Escobar.
Escobar, thank you. And Pine Needle, he says, Paulie, tell Dr. Matt Young to bring his equipment to the August 26th game, and he can fill his cavity during the 7th inning stretch.
It's not a bad call. Not a bad call. Sit back, get into the reclined position, and let him go to work while the Giants are playing ball. Might be a better time than watching the Giants the way they're playing right now. You might be better off getting a couple of fillings instead of watching another Giant loss. All right, T, enjoy Lake Tahoe. Have a great time. Badges, Steve Grishel, Stevie B, Noemi.
Sorry, Paulie. And again, I'm usually the one that's telling you to rap, but on the way out, we've got to give the musical assignment real quick.
No problem. We're going to keep it nice and easy this week. So
thank you, Dom.
The Dead are playing in the park. Tomorrow also happens to be Jerry Garcia's birthday. So in the spirit of that, even if you're not a big Deadhead or whatever, I'm sure there's at least a track in there somewhere. I would like the assignment this week, Tony, to be just songs by Jerry Garcia. Jerry Garcia songs. You know what I mean? Whatever you want. It could be a solo, could be Jerry Garcia band, could be Legion of Mary, could be Grateful Dead, could be Grissom and Garcia, whatever you want to do. But Jerry Garcia songs tomorrow for the man's birthday. The Fat Man rocks, as you know, Tony. Got to go, Stacy. I really got to go. The purple sock is shaking in the boathouse. Tony, great job today. Thanks to everybody for coming by. And we'll be back tomorrow, high noon, and then it's off to Golden Gate Park. So have a great night, everybody. Bonnie, send in your phone number. Stevie B, send in your phone number if you're going. I'm not sure. In any case, we'll be back tomorrow, high noon. Tony, have a great time in Tahoe. Say hi to the family. Peace, y'all.
Peace. Tomorrow, high noon.